Hello everyone, it is Pedigreed Moth and welcome back to the channel. Subnautica 2 hasn't been in early access for even 2 weeks yet, and it has been a wild ride so far. From record-breaking sales to quick hotfixes and even a very apologetic letter from the devs, this week has it all. So let's dive in and recap everything that's happened since May 17th going on with the game. And if you're playing Subnautica 2 right now, drop your biggest scare or your favorite biome in the comments below. Subnautica 2 officially launched into early access on May 14th, 2026 for PC and Xbox Series S and X, and guys, it exploded. In just 12 hours, the game sold over 2 million copies and hit massive concurrent player counts, peaking over 360,000 according to Steam charts, with over 500,000 across all platforms. And by the end of the first week, it crossed 4 million units sold, roughly $100 million in revenue. Now, I don't know about you, but that is a incredibly successful early access launch. And I think Krafton made a little bit of a mistake holding this back for their lawsuit. Let's just say that. This launch success is huge, especially after the development drama last year involving the lawsuit with their publisher Krafton. But players are loving the new ocean, the upgraded base building, co-op play, and of course the terrifying new creatures. Steam reviews are sitting at very positive, and across the internet, content creators are going viral with their jump scare reactions. The hype is real. Subnautica 2 is one of the biggest releases of 2026 so far. But obviously releasing the game isn't enough. This is an early access title and it needs updates. And the developers wasted no time getting right to it. On May 19th, just a few days after launch, the Subnautica team releases Hotfix number 1. Most of the fixes addressed in this first patch were crash and bug fixes that prevented the game from running the way it was supposed to, and also had to do with how much data was being collected and the fact that analytics were enabled before you even accepted the terms of service. So they've changed those around, got those going, fixed as soon as possible, and got it back out. And while the devs were hard at work fixing the game, one of the devs got himself in a little bit of trouble. In response to a message in the Discord, Dev Artie replied, "We aren't a killing game. Go play Sons of the Forest or something if you want to kill." The community reacted negatively towards this, as they should have. This is an early access game and people are voicing their opinions on the game. While it is perfectly fine that Subnautica does not want to contain killing and doesn't want to give the players that option, players are allowed to voice that concern, and reacting this way looks bad. However, he is not wrong. If you want to play a game where you get to go kill things and play with your friends, Sons of the Forest is a great game. This prompted the Subnautica team to include a letter to the community where they address this issue. Directly here they state that we understand that some recent comments from our team made players feel ignored or dismissed. We are sorry for that. Early access should be a conversation for our players, not a one-way explanation from the development team. Very true. Your feedback matters, and we do not want any part of our conversation to make the community feel otherwise. This shows that the Subnautica team is in fact taking it seriously, and they do not look lightly on the situation that happened, and moving forward they will listen to the community more and not spend so much time telling the community everything. They then went into depth how they are working on other mitigation tools other than just killing, and tweaks to the creature behavior in order to make it not feel like you need to kill the creatures in order to succeed in the game. Right now they feel like things are too hostile, too hard to deal with, and they're not given enough tools, and that's why players feel they need the ability to kill or take out the creatures. And I believe this does make sense. I believe if the game does add a few more ways of dealing with creatures and protecting yourself, it'll feel a little less like you need to kill everything that you come across. However, with it also being a game on Steam, you can bet that the modders will be out in full force at the first chance that they get, and they will probably add features to kill in this game if that is truly what you look for. But I do not feel that the devs need to add it into the game if that is not what they have for their vision of Subnautica 2. But this is the exact kind of transparency that we love to see for early access games that provide hope that the game is going to be what the community wants by the time it reaches full launch. That this is not just a paid beta access to the game, that if you want to play the game and provide your feedback, they are listening and changes will be made, and we can make this game better. Hot on the heels of that letter, Hotfix number 2 landed. Now this one had a lot more effect on the game, and it was not just a hotfix for crashes and other bug fixes like that. They have added in more resources, they have adjusted animal behavior, lots of bug fixes that involve teleporting characters around the tadpoles. And so with this hotfix, you should actually be able to go in the game and actually feel it feel difference. Finding silver and trollolite, not sure exactly how that's pronounced. Looks like that's how it's pronounced. And hopefully hammerheads should feel quite a bit less annoying to deal with. The team has also provided a early access roadmap for Subnautica 2. Now we are currently sitting at the early access launch, which released May 14th. The first early access update 1.1 is a major quality of life update. This includes planned improvements to biomod systems, blight encounters, Rex gameplay, vehicle docking and fabrication, PDA databank, voice logs, priority system. They also have some planned additions listed as more passive biomod slots, storage cache, and sprint. Following 1.1, they plan to move to 1.2, which is a co-op centric update with improvements to HUD signals, base builder tool, pinned recipe system, and planned additions of voice chat, emotes, player trading, player revive, and additional customizations. Finally, we have the third category, which they just have listed as future, which is the major expansions updates, with new regions to expand the world, new biomes, new creatures, new resources, new tools, new vehicles, and the next chapter of the story. And while all of these major updates are going on, they have ongoing improvements, bug fixes, balance tuning optimizations, and other continuous updates. They are in this for the long haul, and they plan to continue to update the game as needed, and hopefully they will get us these points as soon as possible, because I would love to play more of the game. And as you can see, the game is still performing well with a current 24-hour peak of 103,000 and playing within the last hour, 80,000 players. People are loving the dive into this planet. So that's what's been going on with Subnautica 2 in the first week and a half since launch. We've had a blockbuster launch, super fast developer support, and very clear signs that they are in fact listening to player feedback when deciding on what to work on. But I want to know, are you enjoying the game so far? Are you still looking in to see if you are interested in purchasing the game? And what are some of the things that you want to see in the next big update? Let me know down below. And if you found this video helpful, drop a like and subscribe for more Subnautica gaming news and gameplay. And hit the bell so you don't miss any future updates. So thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep diving.